This is Kessben 93.3 FM, a new wave of excellence in radio.
Oh, okay. But Barca in Milan game a big game, a general. This is all my kakaka, especially Gavi and Pedri, a more conundrum. No, I think a issue by Aquaman for Kappa, but Yentia says football in general. Yakano, technically, a travel a bit deeper than the other share game. New Yakano, a deeper Frankie de Jong and a fighting position. Our Barca team, no, and ya Gavi and ya Pedri, and ya Busquets. Ne honum na Busquets here, and Busquets is the captain. Frankie de Jong wants the ball from the defenders. Sana Busquets so penal. Frankie de Jong wants to progress the ball for close to 30-40 meters. Or just ball now one passing a one or PF in the box in one. He has the confidence and the composure to be on the ball or a possession dominant. Sana Busquets so. They are not the midfielders and it's a Casemiro. Well, they really want the ball from PK more. So the players on the Busquets airborne. And anytime be two players in the Babona, Bako will be forced to play the other role. It's Busquets Bonnet and now man Ashefte Frankie de Jong. And to complement the game for Busquets, you know, Pedri about on the left side, not Gavi about on the right side. The other factor the defensive structure and break it down and run. Now, general person
analyze it. An issue. Busquets Frankie de Jong, they are obvious. And I'm coming to justify why Gavi and Pedri are playing ahead of Frankie de Jong, and then this Frankie Kessben. Frankie Kessben in particular, especially the game in San Siro, Uko Italy, San Siro, in the Champions League game. Frankie de Jong about San Siro with AC Milan. Now we're dropping to say Pedri more. Is there any justification?
Yes, I only spoke of Frankie de Jong, the role, no, and why people complain without touching on Frank Kessben. Frank Kessben issue the baby. But as to why Frankie de Jong doesn't play, na encouraging me new bottom, a man for problem, and I'm a treaty, no, Sir Franco. Yes. The problem with the defensive structure got to do with injuries and I have Barcelona. A Capike can't start a game way. Arohoni or Kundino. And two players, you know, obviously they will start. Let's analyze the game, no know how I even enter. Clearly, Omunya will go on the board. Anytime beyond a defensive structure, it needs a clear organizer. And general say, oh, shit goes Barca considered from Inter Noir. Long balls into the box, counter-attacking situations are Barca and Timiaro structure. Now at this point, before I born the Bebano, there are two distant receivers, so I'm going to watch it. And Barca backline train a long ball. Now analyze PK, the movement, and in the positioning. Where you say any goal, no, Basha de Obaya has say. Now closely look at Babia PK orphan. Or backline is a BBI cool. But this wasn't the goal, and this happened earlier in the game around the 10th minute and at the AC. Bonnie Banana PK being in some BBI okay. So closely watch PK. Go now, Barca consider and a general na yakaso being in some. He did that earlier. Bona Antoinette favor Barcelona for the Sarkoy. And this is another chance Barcelona intercritia on the Bonatonet. And the PK said being in some but and yet instead of being a series of errors. The first error no here on the play line onside. Nobody spoke of it. The goal from Inter Milan, PK played the line onside, but he's the most experienced defender of backline. Nobody, and right, I went through the comments and nobody was talking about even the offside trap now or breaking it down. He's the most experienced. On the PK, on the Puyol ball from the World Cup stage to the Champions League, on the play line onside. The second error from PK, the interpositional error, no Samiki, he changed that position with the attacker. At the time, no play line off onside the I feel na all free. And the third error was one cheat, one scanning. Na obian in Samakasi BBI okay. Mama boarding she. 3 series of errors from the top-notch defender or experience or guiding crown. So one, the defensive structure broke down. And I enter any opportunity realm. And I've told you, the sources of enter goals, two. One from long balls or floated balls, and then 2 from counter-attacking situations. So once a corner bar, free kick bar, now Barca defense no air fan ball. Now look at this particular situation. You can one-on-one situation in general, and yet the ability of a defender to defend alone and individually. Sure, Akwanya Eric Garcia efforts to defend it. He's not even looking at the ball at that particular moment. 2, he lost gravity, he lost footing. And Martinez on balance, so she picture was screen so clearly. Baby a born and number, baby a striker nation, and baby a defender nation. These are the little details. How was he even unbalanced. How did he even lose gravity at that point? And strike and air control in the first touch at the ball net one. And that is Eric Garcia. So Maka became Eric Garcia, two of the centre backs in a back four system, and a breaky line not down. A Basana general, we keep saying so foundation he break it down, structure na muno and this pass from Andrew Nana. Now Obia can that 75-meter distance run from Gosens, the German international, but be a movie yeah and Oko connected. And Frankesia as a Franco Bonidino, before Gosens the one who Frankes in the general. How was he outpaced? He came from the bench, or a lot of energy when he game. So sometimes, saying it here, players do little errors when we game before that 75-meter distance from Robin Gosens on the Frankes in the general. How was he even outpaced because of the bench nearby? But Robin Gosens is traveling all the distances on the neck box room, but attacker was faster than the player no free bench bar, And look at it. That was the space of two players, from Martinez to Gosens, or more connected in front of Kessben. And the angles are two. So Kessben don't be mad at this point. But ask a question from where they got the ball after Andre Onana sending that crossfield pass. Gosens and Frankes in China, he was not even running. He came from the bench. He had a lot of energy. So, general, sometimes, even play of free bench about when him se be a kobabe buano, or no crana ma. And Inter Milan really showed, sitting up deep, closing down the spaces, creating a lot of blocks for Barcelona, maintaining the back four structure. Emma Bassa struggle even to get entry into the box. That is why earlier in the game, general more restricted Bassa for outside the box and no more for shots. I mean, can I say 30-meter shot, 40-meter shot, and Nina no Bassa for to me real boxing. These were the thing. And earlier, na many came with home come before Ibera has said, enter nim Bassa team no say general. Obviously, on the ball manim. Or more ball anymore, they will leave a lot of spaces. So look at how many players from Inter and all born and you're so tough, they might any team, so bet me a create a room because they have so many players. A Barcelona, it gives the goalkeeper confidence because short enough your distance neighbor to save it. And these were the half chances and not Inter at the moment. Inter did a good job, first of all, from their structure, their technical and tactical knowledge of the Barca team, how they really nullified Barca's strength. Goal scoring responsibility about 70% relies on Lewandowski because Rafinha on Unity, he doesn't even get entry into the box. And this was one of the occasions player friends Sergio Roberto movement attracted DiMarco, Emma, Rafinha in this particular ball. So tactically, Barca were not creating enough, especially full chances. But Kakrane Bebano, look at that space before even the ball arrives. On don't corner that because Sergio Roberto occupied the left wing back in DiMarco. Rafinha born about the he lacked that confidence to kill the chance. General no ball no at the touching. And they were all expecting some ball fast on Kwandia Lewandowski. Look at that 5-3-2 system. System with two Bobby power. The 5-3 system was so evident. And then Mabasa for the breast on the ball baby room. Two strikers, three central midfielders. And then the high line the three back from Barcelona. Alonso, Garcia and then Piqué. No other players in your room. General, look at that switch off from player friends Mkhitaryan. We're dropping into deep defense but off duty. And normal player friends Sergio Roberto. This goal is very similar to Liverpool goal on the share Barca. And coincidentally, that same corner flag in Anna, Barca so the share enter. The Trent a ball corner noa or Mokoka etumuno or Rigi share. This is similar pattern to it. And general 3-3. Inter came prepared, but the defensive structure now really. And of course, the presence of Piqué was free game mentally, physically. Piqué is out, general, and then run only the back line. And all rely on Lewandowski for everything. Boy, I'm sorry, Lewandowski. Tougher opposition, Lewandowski. Yes, it's deeper, Lewandowski. It's a big job. As I saw that players, they should add a lot. Lewandowski can do everything.
Right. Yeah, he can't be fear. Kessben 93.3 live on Kessben Television Live. Kessben 92.9 Accra, Go TV, channel 173, DS.